Among the countless aspects of Israel's genocide in Gaza that are soaked in cruelty, it's the war on healthcare that has often most shocked the world, which is presumably why the BBC commissioned a documentary called Gaza Medics Under Fire. Now, the film was due to air in February, but after a controversy surrounding another documentary, it was pulled. The film was then left in limbo for months, leading to accusations, including from veteran journalists, that the BBC was guilty of political censorship. Now, that film followed Palestinian doctors, and the production company released this statement in May. We gathered searing testimony from multiple Palestinian doctors and healthcare workers. We are desperate for a confirmed release date in order to be able to tell the surviving doctors and medics when their stories will be told. I suppose the thing that stands out, I think, them saying the surviving medics. So many of the medics in the documentary were killed that they have to say the surviving medics. Anyway, today the BBC has confirmed the documentary has been shelved. The documentary makers have said at least now we can, show it on something else, because the BBC had been sitting on it. They still owned the rights to it, but wouldn't show it. It's very disgraceful. While those Palestinian medics, though, are still waiting for their voices to be heard, Sky News has released its own film following two British doctors working in Gaza. It contains, I have to say, very distressing footage.
Gaza is a sliver of land where hospitals have become frontline targets.
Absolutely massive strike on EGH Hospital.
And operating theatres are on the battlefield.
Everyone is a target, everyone is fair game. Doctors, children.
In this film, two British surgeons recorded their first-hand experiences over a 3-week period.
The emaciated bodies lying on the operating table.
Dr. Tom Potokar, a burns and reconstructive specialist.
This was so barbaric.
And Dr. Victoria Rose, a plastic surgeon, are both driven by one motive.
This is the little 10-year-old boy whose ankle got blown off.
Saving lives. What they witnessed demands to be shown.
What they witnessed demands to be shown. Now, it's hard not to read that, as pointed out decision makers at the BBC. The Sky film is called Doctors on the Front Line. I recommend you watch it in full. It covers in detail Israel's bombing of the European hospital in Gaza in May. This is the part, though, which I found most powerful and most distressing.
The complete Israeli blockade on aid is biting hard. Hunger is hitting the youngest most harshly. The impact of this siege is keenly felt at Nasser Hospital, where Dr. Tom and Dr. Victoria and their teams are both now working.
They just brought me to the paediatric centre to have a look at some of the children. This guy's been brought in for malnutrition. So is this little guy. Really shocking. So that's what she used to look like.
Mariam needs special formula held up by the blockade.
So from that, now to this.
The little girl's deterioration is painful and slow. But there's very little anyone can do. She dies waiting for the aid which never comes. And there are so many others still wanting, still suffering. Even a search for food can be deadly.
There's the sound of rockets and shelling been going on all day. Terrible news coming out from the north of the country. Our driver today was on the phone to his son-in-law in Gaza City, pleading with him not to go out as it was too dangerous, but he was starving. He went out looking for food. He was killed. This is the daily life in Gaza.
Now, obviously, the search for food has only got more deadly in recent days in Gaza. So this Tuesday alone, Israel killed 70 people queuing at aid sites for food.